Just as a short forward, I do not have any schizophrenic tendencies. When I say we, I basically mean Heidi and me because we are both working on this project. Just because it's going to appear once in a while. So our starting point is that for us it was very obvious that like a substitution of natural resources that does not really happen in economics. So there's not really an absolute decoupling, but still economic discourses in politics, in media, business universities, it's basically all about growth. And there is this paradigm for companies which basically says, well, you grow or you die. And in ecological economics, there are quite some alternatives to these growth problems, like degrowth, aggrowth, steady state economy, and so on. But first of all, none of these actually are on the micro level of companies, so they mainly address the macro level. And yeah, they also perceive companies as sort of the evil stakeholder instead of really studying how they could contribute to a different society. So that's basically, yeah, our starting point for our research question, like why do companies actually need to grow, and yeah, how can we explain this grow or die problem sort of in economics? And that's part of our first research question, that we asked 20 different producing companies in Austria the question, yeah, which expectations do you have with respect to corporate growth? And we gave them 44 statements. That's like the Q method Kasia was talking about before. 44 statements that try to grasp the discourse on growth, and they incorporate different themes like power and markets, responsibility issues, financial issues, competition, and so on. And got 3 different factors, like 3 different groups of companies that sort of displayed different drivers of growth or different aspects that were important. And based on these results from the first part, we went on and did interviews with 5 non-growing companies in Austria that explicitly said that they do not want to grow. And we asked them first for their reasons, but also, well, which values do you have, but mainly, how do you actually succeed in a growth-driven economy, as displayed in the first part? Like, what are your strategies to do it differently? And we're not finished with our work so far yet, so we only have like preliminary findings. But what we got from the Q and the interviews so far is that, well, generally innovation and employees, like employee satisfaction, is very important for companies to grow. And not all of them really perceive an urge to grow as we sort of expected. Some just also think, well, it's really nice, there are so many good reasons to actually grow. Why should we not? And we sort of got the impression that policies would need to address those different factors when actually wanting to support a different kind of economy. So they would need to tackle, like institutional issues, financial factors. Yes, I'm pretty much done.
Sorry.
And the various factors that now actually sort of urge a part of the companies to grow. And we also figured out that different companies have different corporate goals, and some of them are like very, very linked to growth, like they can only be satisfied through growth. But many of them, like employee satisfaction and financial stability, can actually be achieved in different ways. And that's where the strategy sort of would come in. And we are still in the process of that.
Okay, I think we'll have time for like a quick question, quick answer. Ines?
I was wondering what are the drivers behind the non-growing companies, and if they are linked with environmental values or not.
You mean the reasons for them to
not wanting to grow?
Surprisingly, private life was mentioned very often so far, to have like some sort of work-life balance. Environmental reasons were actually not mentioned so far, but mainly also the desire to actually stay, like having the authority over what you're doing and not need to give up too much responsibility to others. And also financial reasons, to not have to take more loans and lose financial independence.
And like cultural or traditional reasons, just to stay in a local basis.
Not the ones that we've interviewed so far, but we're still in that process, which is why it's preliminary.
Thanks very much, Mike.